I am going to share to you about a terrorist who worked to kill many Africans. With him he went with more than 1,000 people to the grave. Kindly subscribe to our channel. Fazul Abdullah Mohammed, also known as Fazul Harun, was a Comorian Kenyan member of Al-Qaeda, and the leader of its presence in East Africa. Mohammed was born in Comoros Islands and had Kenyan as well as Comorian citizenship. He spoke French, Swahili, Arabic, English, and Comorian. Mohammed and a number of others were under indictment in the United States for their alleged participation in the 1998 United States Embassy bombings in East Africa. He was searched with an Interpol arrest warrant since 1998. Mohammed was on the FBI's list of most wanted terrorists since its inception on October 10, 2001. The reward for finding Mohammed was $5 million. In Kenya, Mohammed was once the secretary of, and lived in the same house as, El-Haj was indicted with Mohammed, and has been convicted. A letter to El-Haj, thought to be from Mohammed, was exhibited at El-Haj's trial. Mohammed spent time in Mogadishu planning a truck bombing against a United Nations establishment there, and was in the city on October 3, 1993, when Somali gunmen brought down 2 American helicopters and killed 18 U.S. Special Operations soldiers. Kindly subscribe to our channel. Mohammed was suspected in Kenya of involvement in 2 attacks in Mombasa on November 26, 2002. One was the truck bombing of Paradise Hotel, in which 15 were killed. The other was the launch of 2 shoulder-fired missiles at an Israeli airliner on takeoff. The missiles missed and there were no casualties. On May 26, 2004, United States Attorney General John Ashcroft and FBI Director Robert Mueller announced that reports indicated that Mohammed was one of 7 Al-Qaeda members who were planning a terrorist action for the summer or fall of 2004. American Democrats labeled the warning suspicious and said it was held solely to divert attention from President Bush's declining poll numbers and to push the failings of the 2003 invasion of Iraq off the front page. According to an FBI interrogation report, an associate of Mohammed confessed that the militant trained with Al-Qaeda and Osama bin Laden in Afghanistan. Ahmed Gilani, also on that list, was captured in Pakistan a month later. Soon thereafter, several press reports, claiming UN and official U.S. sources, described the participation of several Al-Qaeda personnel, including Mohammed and Gilani, in the acquisition and movement of diamonds in Liberia. When the ferry MV Bukoba sank in Lake Victoria in 1996, taking Al-Qaeda co-founder Abu Ubaida al-Banjari with it, Mohammed was one of the individuals sent to the scene by Al-Qaeda, attempting to verify that Abu Ubaida had drowned, and had not in fact been murdered. In early 2007, during the war in Somalia, Mohammed was thought to be in the border area near Ras Kamboni, along with remnants of the Islamic Courts Union. On January 8, 2007, a U.S. Air Force AC-130 gunship targeted Al-Qaeda in the area. It is likely he was one of the targets, as the Pentagon has said the target of the strike was the principal Al-Qaeda leadership in the region. Somali government officials said that his death was confirmed in an intelligence report provided to Somali authorities by the United States. However, in an interview with the BBC, the U.S. ambassador to Kenya, Michael Ranneberger, denied that Mohammed had been killed in the airstrike. The gunship attack resulted in the deaths of at least 70 civilian nomads and many more injuries as they were searching for a water source at night. One of Mohammed's wives and her children were captured trying to escape to Kenya from Somalia. They were arrested in Kaunga and brought to Nairobi for questioning. Before Mohammed's wife was deported back to Somalia by the Kenyan government, a computer in her possession thought to have been Mohammed's was seized and was said to have contained vital information on terrorism training and intelligence collection, including spying. Mohammed was believed to be very good with computers. While it was never confirmed that Mohammed escaped from the fighting in Somalia or had even been there when the violence broke out, Madagascar's largest newspaper, Midi Madagascara, reported in early February 2007, that Mohammed was currently residing in the island nation. This is in contrast to the statement by Abdirazak Hussain, saying that Mohammed was killed in the Battle of Ras Kamboni by a U.S. airstrike. Quoting military and other sources, the newspaper claimed he was in the city of Mahajanga. On August 2, 2008, Mohammed supposedly escaped a police dragnet in Malindi, Kenya, but 2 of his aides were arrested. He was said to have been covertly taken into Kenya from Somalia a few days previously, seeking treatment for kidney problems. The police confiscated 2 of his passports and a laptop, among other belongings. The police operation took place several days before the 10th anniversary of the 1998 embassy bombings. On November 11, 2009, Mohammed's consecration as commander took place in an open ceremony in the southern Somali city of Kismayo. He delivered his longest speech referring to his appointment by Osama bin Laden and praising his predecessor, Saleh Ali Saleh, killed by U.S. Special Forces in mid-September. Mohammed acknowledged his role in the 1998 U.S. embassy bombings in Kenya and Tanzania. He promised that Al-Qaeda would take the fight to neighboring countries. "Praise be to God," Mohammed said. "After Somalia we will proceed to Djibouti, Kenya, and Ethiopia." After the July 2010 Kampala attacks in nearby Uganda, which targeted people watching screenings of the World Cup final, Shabab's spiritual leader, Sheikh Mukhtar Abu Zubayr threatened to carry out further attacks on foreign soil, in particular in Burundi and Uganda, due to the presence of peacekeeping troops from these countries in Somalia. He named the group that perpetrated the attacks as the Saleh Ali Nabhan Brigade, which was likely led or directed by Mohammed at the time. Mohammed's role as Shabab's military leader, as well as the involvement of other foreign al-Qaeda commanders in Somalia, was confirmed in a report compiled by the African Union Mission for Somalia, and published in the East African. A U.S. intelligence operative, specializing in the Al-Shabaab group, confirmed the information to a website specialized in reporting on the war on terror. Mohammed and a Kenyan extremist, thought to be Musa Hussein, aka Musa Sambayo, were driving in a car carrying $40,000 in United States dollars, as well as medicine, telephones, laptops and a South African passport northwest of Mogadishu, on June 7, 2011. Musa Hussein was known to Mohammed as Abdullahi Dir and is believed to have been involved in funding operations for al-Shabaab. At around 11:15 p.m., the car was stopped at a security checkpoint managed by the Somalian military, SNA, in the Sarku USTA area, in southwest Mogadishu. Captain Hassan Mohammed Abukar ordered the driver to switch on the light inside the car. The driver followed the order but switched the light on and off too quickly for the soldiers to identify the people in the car, then one of the occupants opened fire. An order was given to open fire on the car. 2 occupants in the car were killed and buried in Mogadishu within 24 hours. At least 1 other occupant escaped. Somalia's National Security Agency suspected one of the dead to be Fazul after examination of the belongings. DNA tests subsequently confirmed his identity. Documents found on his body indicated he was planning a number of attacks in Britain, one of which targeted the notable Eton College. Mohammed's death was confirmed by Somali and U.S. government officials and was characterized by the U.S. Secretary of State Hillary Clinton as a significant blow to al-Qaeda, its extremist allies and its operations in East Africa. Kindly subscribe to our channel.